And we are back with story number 2. Microsoft suddenly kills its movie and TV store on Xbox and Windows. This is from Tom Warren over at The Verge. Microsoft has suddenly shut its movies and TV store on Xbox consoles and Windows PC. As of today, you can no longer purchase new movies or TV shows from the Microsoft Store on Xbox or Windows, but you will still be able to access previously purchased content on devices. Quote, downloads will continue to be available on Windows and in HD max resolution, says Microsoft, but you'll have to continue using the Movies and TV app on Windows or Xbox to play the content you own rather than access it from another service. Unless you purchased movies as part of Movies Anywhere in the US, Microsoft is not offering a refund for purchases either. Microsoft is now leaving it up to Amazon, Netflix, Apple TV, and the many other streaming video services to cater for movies and TV content on Windows and Xbox. Microsoft will continue to provide support for any issues playing back previously purchased content, and owners will be hoping the company keeps its servers online for many years to come. I want to hear your take on this, because you had more of a knee-jerk one than me. When you first heard this one.
Yeah, I was surprised at this one, Roger, as someone who has been in the Xbox ecosystem for a long, long time, right? And the Xbox was my home console. It was my everything. I was buying movies and TV shows back in the day via my Xbox, right? And so there's a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction. There is kind of like the first moment for Snowbike Mike, the all-digital purchaser now, going, oh, shit.
Yeah.
There goes that, right? No refunds. I'm never going to chase this, right? I'm not going to chase this app. I'm never going to go find out where to watch these. Those are just gone. So, like, here's my first taste of, like, that digital purchase. Yeah, that's going to be gone sometime, right? And so, yeah, I am surprised at this, especially when you and I were talking earlier this morning of the Xbox One being your home console. Everything at home is through this console. And, yeah, we've made strides past that where it is about the games, and we want to focus on the games. It's interesting when you go to the store, you used to be hit with games. Oh, here's the top new movies. And it felt like everything at all, in every place at all at once. But over the past, 5 to 7 years since the dawn of Netflix app, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, there's so many apps now that I go to over the Xbox store, right? Instead of paying $13.99 for Family Guy Season 5 like I used to.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm going to whatever to watch those. So business-wise, it makes sense, right? Here's something that probably is not really that profitable. People aren't coming to us to play or watch movies or TV shows. They're going to their apps. Let's stop doing this. Turn the server off. Let's move on from this. On the flip side, how many customers are like me who are even buying stuff, right? I doubt there's that many people.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, right? Because I remember, God, this is the first time I feel really old in a while, is I remember downloading the Netflix app on the Xbox 360 like the day it came out. And like that was a huge deal when Xbox finally started to integrate all of these streaming platforms onto their services. And now I have movies that I've purchased through the Xbox app. And I was recently, actually like literally 2 weeks ago, Leanne and I were on my Xbox and I'm looking through. I'm like, oh, wait, I have movies on here. I have TV shows on here that I purchased from back in the day when I didn't have Netflix, when I didn't have any of this stuff. I would use my Microsoft points that I had left over from buying, I don't know, a Walking Dead episode 2, season 1. And I would buy like, Step Brothers that was like super on sale or whatever, the unrated version. I'm looking through all the things that I had. And I had the moment where I was like, well, let me look through like, what is actually that's the Netflix disc that you would get, you put into your Wii so you can watch Netflix on your Wii. That's really cool. And yeah, I remember looking through all of like the storefront and seeing like how many reviews are there for like the big movies that are coming out. And it was not many. It was a small amount of people that are reviewing these things, that are even watching or buying these movies. So in my mind, right, like someone that doesn't see the business, doesn't see the numbers, doesn't see the ones and the zeros and how much this actually costs in terms of servers, I am like, oh, it's just a good to have, right? It's a nice thing to have, extra money in your pocket. You get to have, oh, there's a movie came out. Oh, I'm lazy. Let me buy it on my Xbox, right? Maybe that's someone's entire platform is where they have all their movies, they have all their TV shows on this one thing. Why not keep it up? But I'm sure it costs a bunch of money. I'm sure it's very expensive to keep up, for the, you would assume, thousands maybe of people that are actually actively buying things on their platform, where most people have gone to Amazon, have gone to their Apple TVs, have gone to the other services that they have that are abundant everywhere, just are not buying movies.
It's such a quaint and fun idea for you to say, oh, that one person's whole entire ecosystem is right there. It's like, who's doing that?
There is. There's a few.
You think
There's like,
okay.
No. I'm not saying like hundreds of people. I'm saying like a dozen people in the world.
There's a couple people out there
exactly.
that's like, Mike, this is my entire world.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, hey, I started on here and I just end on here. That's all it is.
But the world, nobody's doing that now, is right. Everybody's on all these different platforms and apps. They're getting their movies and television through different services. And it just makes sense, right? I'm sure the numbers were small there. It was fun to go onto the store and see movies and television shows there. I thought that was always cool, but I'm coming to the console to play games. Yeah. It is a games ecosystem. I'm here for the games. That's what I'm doing.
Mellow fellow in chat says it's Microsoft though. That's such a tiny blip. And I agree. I agree. There is more that they could have done to make that more appealing. And I think they tried a lot of it, right? They tried a lot of the cross promotion stuff. They would try like, hey, this movie's coming out. Here's a game that you would like. They would try doing this weird stuff on the front of your Xbox. I also wouldn't be surprised if we hear the announcement in the next few months of like, they've partnered with Amazon and now you can, Amazon is now built into your Xbox or something weird like that. Like you have something, because they're out of the business now of selling these things. So why not partner with a streamer or a place that has all of these things available for you? They can still advertise and maybe they get a 3% cut, a 5%, whatever it is. Maybe it's just a deal where, hey, this company pays them money and now they're on the front page of Xbox. Yeah, of course, Amazon has an app on Xbox. I'm saying more of like an actual like integrated partnership to be like, hey, people are clearly okay with having advertisements for movies on their Xbox. So why not have someone else pick it up? So I think that is interesting. Little super chat for you. Norm super chat says physical media for the win. Can't disagree with you at all. That is true. Physical media is more important, but also I think about it. I'm like, I want to get a physical like disc or whatever I want to buy like a Blu-ray. I'm like, I guess I have my PlayStation 5, but like, I'm never going to use it. I'm just not the physical media guy. I want to be.
I talk a big game like I
yeah,
want to be. Like
exactly. We want to be it, but it's just not going to happen.
This episode's brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. They have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're bound to find the perfect pair to match your style. If you don't love your shades, exchange them for a new pair or simply return worry-free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team are always there to have your back with personal and fast support. Y'all know I've been outside a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm out and about looking dope. Exclusively for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Again, go to shadyrays.com, use code FUNNY to get 35% off polarized sunglasses.
This one's interesting. I'm just excited to talk to you about this one. Story number 4. Valve pulls adult-only games from Steam as it tightens rules to appease payment partners. This is from Vicky Blake over at IGN. Valve is tightening its guidelines around adult-only content to satisfy rules set by Steam's payment processing partners, with dozens of sexually explicit games removed from the platform throughout the week. As spotted by GameSpark and shared by Automaton, SteamDB logs show a flurry of activity behind the scenes as Steam updated its rules and guidelines policy, making it clear that publishing certain kinds of adult-only content could violate them. Certain kinds. Let's keep that in mind, everybody. The newly added clause 15 of the policy now explicitly states content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks and banks or internet network providers shouldn't be posted on Steam. The X/Twitter account for SteamDB revealed a long list of pornographic games recently delisted from Steam. It follows a public outcry earlier this year when UK Technology Secretary Peter Kyle slammed Steam for hosting a sexually explicit visual novel in which the protagonist engaged in non-consensual sexual contact. However, Valve's new guidelines were criticized by some who have expressed concern over censorship and the vagueness of Valve's language around its rules. Man, this is an interesting one because immediately you jump to, well, what's on Steam right now?
Yeah.
Because you and I love to go through the new and trending list on Steam, and you just see the wildest stuff.
The Wild Wild West over there.
It's the wildest stuff in the world, and we were like, okay, let's see what they scrubbed. And they haven't scrubbed much. There's some stuff, of course, clearly this list has been taken down.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of sexually explicit stuff there that is very clearly like, hey, we're trying to make an adult game.
The Naughty Vampire and the Moaning Forest released on July 17th, 2025. So just 24 hours ago. They have about 4 other titles quickly right below that. But, of course, it's week 1.
Yeah.
We'll see where this goes. It's going to be a rollout. Maybe that was already through the system and ready to rock and roll. But this will be a very interesting conversation because when I go to Steam and sometimes even the Nintendo eShop, I am kind of stunned and surprised at the games that I see, right?
Nintendo eShop is
there
wild.
is a conversation of like, hey, this is their art. Art is art. We're putting it out there. And you can click on the tab that says, I don't want to see mature content. And you can hide all that from your store page so you don't have to see it. You can click on that and buy that if that's your kind of fancy. But it is interesting we're seeing Steam here say, you know what, we've been working with other companies and they might not like that. Yeah. And we kind of have to work with them because they're processing your payment and giving us the money that you give us. And so, yeah, maybe we can't be doing that. So it'll be interesting to see, Raj.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say on this because this comes to a whole nother level above me. That's like, oh, I'll just sell the adult games. Or, hey, man, I don't know if I need Harem and the Lust card game on my page right here.
What was the stepsister one? What was that one?
Don't tell mom I fed my stepsister splash emoji.
Yeah, I wonder what it was.
That's a $10.04 game.
Oh wow,
now.
4 cents.
It's on sale, 50% off.
Oh wow, that's huge. Wow, $20. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's interesting to me because, of course, yeah, the stuff that Peter Kyle over in the UK was talking about, that's awful stuff and needs to be removed from Steam immediately and expeditiously. But there is also the world where people are horny and make horny games, and people have it's consenting adults and consenting people in these stories, and I think that should be fine. But it is, when it comes down to it, I think it's going to be Steam doing a very specific and discerning, like, hey, we're going to take down this thing because it has XYZ that we find is above that line, but they're going to keep on these things that are horny games that are sexually explicit, but are not necessarily rocking the boat in terms of the things that they deem shouldn't be on the store. So at first, it's going to be a lot of like, they're going to be picking and choosing, and then we're going to see in the next few weeks if the card holders are still happy or are happy at all. If they're not, then we see the world where we just remove all porn from this site. If we remove all sexually explicit content that isn't, a nude scene in a video game, but is these games like the stepsister one where you're clearly just fucking your stepsister. So, yeah.
Content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks and banks or internet network providers, right? So these are all teams and organizations that they're partnered up with, that they're working with, that are all probably having a conversation every day of what they find okay, don't find okay, what they want associated with their companies. And Steam also at the same time is working with them because they're not doing all your card payment processes, right? So they want to make sure it's easy for them and easy for the group as well. So
yeah,
tough.
We'll keep an eye on this one for sure and see how that evolves.